Welcome
to Generation.
Life Talk.
I'm Lonnie,
I'm Teagan.
and today we're going to discuss, first of all, how y'all doing out there? Hope everybody's doing fine. Today we're going to talk about
When there's no support on your goals from people close to you.
okay, cool. No support on your goals.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to say this up front, so here we go.
Okay.
Your goals are
Your goals.
your goals. So, encouragement. Now, you can when you don't have people around you to encourage you in the things that you do, that can be a bummer.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you gotta learn how to encourage yourself.
Absolutely.
So what you?
Absolutely. And also, you can find like-minded people
Absolutely.
that love to do makeup. If you want to do makeup, if you want to do hair, find like-minded people. If you want to do hair, find people that do hair. If you want to do makeup, find people that want to do makeup.
Exactly, I agree.
And get tips and tricks on how they do things and navigate their businesses.
Absolutely, goals. And I think one person suggested going to different events, and
networking,
which is networking, finding like-minded people.
Chamber of Commerce.
Doing networking events and rubbing elbows with folks and just having conversations. You probably can find a lot of people within, if you go to church, within your church, within your community.
Yep.
You just never know on social media, but your goals are your goals.
Yeah.
You can have short-term goals and you can have long-term goals. And the thing about it is, don't beat yourself up if you don't accomplish a goal at the time that you have set for yourself to do so.
As long as you start your goal, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Start your goal.
And you can restart the clock as long as you got breath in your body.
Absolutely.
You can accomplish your goals even if you work on it just a little bit at a time, and then you eventually get there.
And you'll get it done.
It's up to you. It's at your pace. And one thing I will say is that has been beneficial. You don't be careful who you share your goals with. Be careful who you share your dreams with.
I've learned that the hard way.
I'm not saying not to, but sometimes if you don't have, sometimes you just don't know the intention of other people. Some people can truly love you. They can truly care for you.
And sabotage.
Work to sabotage you every step of the way. And you wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't even know it. And then you'd be wondering why you feel a certain way. You're thinking that you're not capable, you're not good enough, you're not worthy. Yes, you are worthy.
Yes.
You are so worthy. I don't care what nobody tells you. You are worthy. God has made you worthy.
Absolutely. He gave you another day to start a new skill. You start a new skill. Just because you don't have experience in it doesn't mean you can't do it.
Pick up where you left off. It took me 13 years to actually complete a 4-year degree program. 13 years. I had to stop. I was still in the midst of that. I think I enrolled in a school like a year after my husband passed away. And I was still very, very deep into the grieving process. And so I started school, and I still had 2 children who were, teenagers, early teenagers. I say early, early half part of the teenage years. And they still were my priority. Sure, I was able to get my feet wet by enrolling and, working some classes.
Right.
But when those classes were over, I had to take a break because my priority was still my family, still working and making sure, they get through, because it wasn't, how can I say this? It wasn't that my education, my college education wasn't a priority. It was just that when I had children,
That wasn't top priority.
I decided that they did not ask to come here. Therefore, I was going to put everything on hold, everything that I wanted to accomplish on hold, and they became my greatest accomplishments. They became my accomplishments. It was my responsibility as their mother, whether anybody else was there to help, but it was my responsibility as a mother to accomplish the goal of helping them to grow, get those sea legs, to grow, get some, or get some strong wings, so that when it was their time to fly out the nest,
We'll be already prepared.
they would be fully confident and prepared to do so. And so that was the most important part for me, right?
Yeah.
Because I think you all were probably either going into high school or already just entering high school during that time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, I was a sophomore.
Okay, cool. So it was the earlier high school, middle school type years for them. However, those are critical times.
Yeah.
Early teens, oh good, all the hormones and everything else, and peer pressure and whatever else goes. They became my accomplishments, my goals. My goal was to help them to become productive, successful, confident individuals.
Yep.
Once they became adults and they were ready to fly the nest.
You will want that for your children. And I'm speaking to me. I'm speaking as well. To me as myself, because as a parent, the kids are our future. Who's gonna take care of us when we get older?
So they should be the goal. That should be the goal if you have children. I'm not saying that you can't, do a thing, because again, I was enrolled in school, and I, maybe I had to take not as many classes as I desired to take.
But you did it.
But I did do it. However, they were still the priority. Their education was priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that God would allow me to finish, because he allowed me to start, right? So I knew that the plan was already for me to finish.
Right.
It didn't look like my other classmates that entered in with me. It didn't look like theirs, because some of them were able to go through the 4 years and they were done.
It's not their journey, it's your journey.
Exactly. And I felt some kind of way. I felt, like I wasn't good enough. And I backed off for a long time. Even after my kids had, graduated high school and had entered into college, I was still like, feeling some kind of way. Long story short, your goals are your goals.
Yeah.
And no matter how long it takes. It took me 13 years.
And you find that being a parent, sometimes when you have your goals and you make your children your top priority, sometimes you will find that by following those children, you will find yourself as well.
Explain that.
And I will explain that. I followed my child through school, and I still am. The experience, it got me to where I am today. The job that I have, it was because of him, following him.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so you'll find that by helping others, like helping your family, you'll also help yourself. Now, had I not followed my child, I wouldn't be in the position that I am today.
Interesting that you said that, because I've always had a passion for helping others. So the goal was to get into a position of helping others, and you're right. That's exactly what was happening.
If you take the focus off of you and you help others,
you will
that you created,
eventually
help yourself.
end up discovering that you're walking the path that you were meant to walk.
Mm-hmm.
So, in accomplishing those goals, so even though you have children, they may be young children, they may be teenagers, whatever the case may be, still set some goals for yourself.
Absolutely.
And continue to work on them as you can, right? Never give up on yourself, because guess what? If you're sitting back waiting on someone else to be the wind beneath your wings, baby, you'll never take off and fly.
And we want you to take off and fly.
Absolutely. So
through the sky.
Just keep flapping. Just keep flapping. You're going to take off.
Yeah, we want y'all to be like eagles. We want that for ourselves.
So, yeah, don't, and here's the thing. Stop expecting you from somebody else.
Absolutely.
I'll explain. If I were to offer to bring tea, a cup of tea every day, every morning when I'm making my coffee, I make her a cup of tea. And then one day, maybe I'm just sick, and she goes in the kitchen and makes herself a nice hot cup of tea, and she doesn't make me a cup of coffee.
Then somebody be upset.
You know, then I can easily be upset about that, thinking, well, I do this and I think about you. When I do this for myself, I think about you.
Well, newsflash, don't do it.
Don't do that. That's the example of stop expecting you from other people.
Because everybody is different.
Whatever you do, be intentional about doing it from your heart. And if it's not from your heart,
don't do it.
Without any expectation of returned favor, then don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Plain and simple. Simple and plain.
If you're going to give. Don't put an expectation to get anything back. You should always give from a place of not expecting to give it back.
Right.
Right? And that's a whole nother topic. So, with that being said, do you have anything else to say?
No, I do not. We have covered it all.
Set your goals. Work on your goals.
And start them.
Go ahead and work on those goals and get them started, exactly. And no matter how long it takes, you can still do it. We believe in you. We want you to believe in yourself. Stop expecting you from other people. Give from the heart without an expectation of getting anything back in return.
Yep.
Okay?
So let us know in the comments what y'all feel about this.
Yeah, let us know how you know, your thoughts on this, and, you know, share your tips and tricks and how you navigate life when it comes to your goals.
Yeah.
Let's learn from one another. This is a learning environment. We enjoy good mental stimulation. So let's have some fun with this conversation. Let's keep the conversation going. Well then, we'll see you next time on Generation Life Talks. Bye.